Hi everybody, welcome to yet another Sniffle File video. Today's video is going to be about the GeneratePress theme and the Elementor Page Builder plugin. Both fairly newcomers to the WordPress ecosystem. And this video is not going to be too in-depth, it's just going to show you how to install both and make a few settings that'll help your workflow maybe go a little bit better using them. What we're going to be using is a fresh install of WordPress on my Windows 10 machine using XAMPP. And let's just go over there and I'll show you what we have already. What we have here is one post that I've made to show how that looks, and I've set up four pages, can't count, 3 pages, nothing on them, but it's just for the menu display. And coming down here to appearance, you can see that we have the default 2016 theme. We haven't installed GeneratePress yet. And same with the plugins. No plugins. We haven't installed Elementor. So this is basically what we end up with when you do that. Nothing found. Of course, I took it away. You can't have it. So, first thing I guess we need to do then is to install GeneratePress. So let's go over to Themes, Add New, and go up over here and Generate. I'm lazy, so I'm just going to type that. Install. And one thing before I activate that I wanted to show you here. I'm going to come over here to the menu and create my own, because what GeneratePress does, it will set up a menu name. It won't create it. I like my own first. So there you go. Main menu. Create. And we're going to select them all and add it. Rearrange things the way I want. And primary menu, we won't do the social links because that's for 2016. And we'll automatically add new top level items. Save. Just go back and have a quick look. Refresh. And there we have our menu items. You can see there's nothing there. Good. So that's that. Now we can go back to our themes and we can activate GeneratePress. And what do we get then? Do a refresh. There you go. There is a fresh install of GeneratePress on WordPress. And what are we running? 4.6.1 as of this video. And that's it. And these are all the default settings. So let's go back and do a few little changes here on GeneratePress. So with GeneratePress, as you get it out of the box from the repo, there's not really a whole lot you can do. Well, I shouldn't say that. You can add or hide the site title here, tagline, that sort of thing. It's all fairly standard customizer items. Select the logo, site icon, that sort of thing. I won't go through everything, just some of the main items. Here's the first one, is a container. As you can see now, we're using the separate containers. That's the default setting. Generally, you probably want to go to one container for most, especially if you're going to be doing full width pages, edge to edge. And here's your 3 footer widget areas by default. And you can go up to 5. But for demonstration purposes, I find they kind of clutter things up a little bit. So I'm just going to go and turn them off for now. just so things are a little clearer. We'll just save and publish that. And header full width, alignment, you can go center, right, that sort of thing. We're just going to leave the default settings for now. Here's the only other thing I wanted to point out was primary navigation. Default is below the header. A lot now are doing the float right up on the header. And that's okay. But for what I want to do now, I'm just going to leave it below the header. And we're going to get into a lot more with GeneratePress with the GeneratePress Premium add-ons here in future videos. So I'm not going to get too carried away here. So here we are. This is the other thing you probably want to know right away to set up is your sidebars. And it depends on what page you're on or type of page. Right now this is a post and we want our sidebar to appear there, but we don't want it to show up on our pages because we're going to be going full width. So we'll set that to no sidebars. And there you go. And you said, well, it's not full width. Well, that gets set up within each page or post. So we'll just save that and come back to here. Now this is something I'm going to set up now to show you later on with Elementor. Let's pick a real out there kind of font. Okay, how about that? Font weight, what are we going to try? 700. Okay. I'll just point out that with the basic version of GeneratePress, to style your menus with different colors and what have you, you're going to have to dig out your CSS book and do it that way. Or the recommended way, by me anyways, is to get the very reasonably priced GeneratePress Premium add-on, which lets you do everything like that right here in the customizer. But for now, let's just save that and publish it. And that's going to be it about for GeneratePress in this particular video. Like I said, I'll be doing a more in-depth with just GeneratePress in future videos, but for right now, this is just a quick little overview on getting Elementor and GeneratePress together. So, plugins. Let's go add Elementor. Elementor. This one. Oops. And install. And activate. Okay. So there we have Elementor installed and activated. Let's just do one thing that I forgot to do. Could have done it from the customizer, and that was set our home page to home. But we did it now. So let's go here to the home page. And here we will see some of our settings we can do. This is now from GeneratePress. So we're going to use our global settings for sidebars because we've set it up that a page will be no sidebars or content no sidebars. And same with footer widgets. We've turned them off there, but we want full width content. And generally you don't want the content title, but I'm going to leave it there for now to show you why you'll want to check that off. So we're going to update. I like doing that first. And then we're going to click Edit with Elementor. And here we have the Elementor panel and all the widgets available up till here, and then below that are any of your WordPress widgets that you have or will install. So we're going to go and just add a new section by clicking that. We won't get into the templates yet. I'm just going to do a 2-column, and I'll show you right now why you'll want to adjust these two things in Elementor before you get very far. And if you go and drop in a heading, you will see that's what you get. And some text we'll put over here, and there you have it. And here's your page title over there, and this is a quick way to get a good preview of what it's going to look like. And just hide the panel, and you can see that when you have full width selected, your page title is hard up against the left side. So that's why you'll want to tick that box to disable it, and then add your own using a heading element and setting it to H1. But if you'll notice something different about the text, it is not according to what you have set up with your theme. And generally, that's why you get your theme and make all your settings there. So you can either do it this way, go to the dashboard, or you can select it from this menu to go to the Elementor Settings. But I'll just show you here on the dashboard way. So Elementor Settings, and this is the two items, or these are the two items that you'll want to tick. You should do this every time, otherwise you'll be frustrated trying to get your text and colors to match what you have set up in your theme. So if you save changes, and in my not so humble opinion, this should be the default setting. You get a lot less support questions that way. Anyways, edit with Elementor, and let's go see what that looks like. There you go. Now it respects what you set up in your theme, as it should be. So while we're in here, I want to show you one more thing that you should consider setting up, and that is the color picker. This is super handy, and they came out with this a couple of revisions ago. But here's what you can do. For this one, let's just say we're going to use the sniffle valve colors 0080C0. Okay, and for this one, I'm going to use the sniffle valve yellow, which is F2B230. And I know all that offhand because I didn't have this option in what I was using before. And I'm going to set my black to what I use as 222222. And there we go. So there are my four colors that I'm going to be using. I'll click apply. And then it's just so easy to come in here and say, well, I want that color to be my blue. So I just click it, and there's my blue. And although I wouldn't do it, you could do the text color and say, I want it to be that yellow. And it's so easy to get your consistent colors without having to re-enter over and over again your color values. And we'll just save that. And let's go back to the dashboard. We'll come down here, and we'll just tick that, update it, and we'll go and see what things look like on home stretch. And there you have it. That is GeneratePress running Elementor, and well, we didn't set a column or a section background so you could see that. Let's go ahead and do that. So here's the section. Should be noted, you coming from other page builders, this would be your row, And it is a little confusing. It took me a little bit getting used to that this section applies to however many columns you have. There's only really the one section for however many columns. Once you get your head around that idea, you'll be ahead of the game. So we're going to set the background color to, let's say, what, a gray? That might be too dark to see things. How about that? Something like that. That yellow is wrong for the text, but you get the idea. And we'll just refresh, and there you have it. Now, there was some talk on one of the Facebook groups, I think it was, about they're ending up with a gap here. But out of the box, as you saw, that's it. So if you were experiencing that, there was something else going on, and generally, it's what had happened is you probably didn't tick the disable title, and you didn't have a title for your page. That could be one thing. But anyways, so there's a real quick intro to both Elementor and GeneratePress. As I said, it wasn't too involved. It basically just showed you how to install them both and make a few preliminary settings, uh, especially those two for Elementor, the font and color choices. You should really do that first thing after you install Elementor, or you will be continually trying to set your fonts and colors within the page builder. And the other thing there too is if you are using a certain set of colors, uh, especially for branding, that sort of thing, set up the color picker first, right after you do that, and it'll make your life just so much easier. So anyways, thanks for watching, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and also on Snifflevalve to keep up to date on when more videos will be available, and hope getting them out fairly quickly. Okay, thanks for watching.